Welcome back to BBC Podcast. This is episode 23. I'm your host, CJ, and today I'm joined by Benny and Jackson. Today we will be talking about cancel culture. So, boys, what are your thoughts?
So, Andrew Tate, biggest name right now. He's got banned on, basically every platform for mostly his misogynistic stuff. He would talk a lot about how women are just, a part of a man's life and how they should stay at home and all that stuff. I think the media had a point with that because a lot of younger kids were spreading his message. I remember there was a second grade teacher talking about how their students would be talking, saying quotes from him in class, and then they'd feel ashamed. Obviously, he says some good stuff about gym, about work ethic, about how to become a successful person. But then obviously he says some stuff that's just not appropriate to say online. You can't say some stuff online, even if you don't think it's bad. So he got banned from a lot of platforms. And I don't hate it. I don't love it. He did end up going on his own platform, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot what it's called, but I remember seeing something about that.
Yeah, because they, that one has, no filter. It's what Elon Musk wants to do with Twitter.
Right.
And he wants to, completely make it, censorship-free, just spew whatever you want.
I mean, to go off that, for the rest of their lives, that's going to, be a mental thing with them, so they're going to think that's okay to say. But at the same time, he has said, a lot of good stuff about women. He said, they're most precious people on earth. You should take care of them. So I understand, some stuff why he got banned, but he'd also say, good stuff about it, too.
Yeah. So that's a tough thing about cancel culture. It's unless it's, very obviously their main message is to spew controversy. Oh, my gosh.
Controversy.
Thank you, Brock. Controversial statements. If that's their main purpose is to spew stuff and, say they're racist, homophobic, whatever ideologies, and that's bad. But, a lot of these guys, people getting canceled, it's just part of their ideology, and it's, tough because it's not their whole base. Andrew Tate was a fighter. He was a kickboxer. He was really good at it. And that's how he started off. And then just his lifestyle brought him to what he's at. And it's tough to cancel a man for 15% of his personality,
Right.
I don't know. He's kind of like a dirty greaseball.
Yeah.
Dirty greaseball spreading a bunch of weird words.
Another thing about cancel culture, bro, is it ruins people's lives for the rest of their life. Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah.
Got canceled, and although he won his case, that's gonna stick with him for the rest of his life, and people are always gonna look down on him for the stuff that Amber Heard was saying that he did, even though he won.
Yeah. He won his case, but it's guaranteed that he's never gonna do Pirates of the Caribbean. And we all know if he ain't doing Pirates of the Caribbean, no one's gonna watch that movie.
I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm not.
That's 3 I'm nots from the BBC.
That's a lot of nuts, man.
Yeah, another famous guy we were talking about a little bit before this podcast, Dave Chappelle.
Big Dave.
Dave Chappelle.
He's funny. I watch his videos all the time. I'm big into comedy. And the thing with cancel culture with comedy is bad because it's making fun of people. It's making fun of races. It's making fun of personalities.
It's making fun of anything.
Literally anything.
Yeah, but the reason Dave Chappelle got in a lot of trouble is because he started saying quote unquote transphobic and homophobic jokes. And it's tough because comedies are meant to poke fun at everything in the world.
Exactly.
And I remember he was talking about how he doesn't feel safe in this business no more because anything he says can be turned against him. Because he's still successful, and he just had a Netflix special kind of recently, but that's where he got the flack.
Yeah, that kind of ties with Kevin Hart, you know?
The thing about Kevin Hart was the reason he got canceled out was because of the whole cheating thing. You'd constantly hear about him cheating on wives and stuff, and that always got brought back to him. People gotta understand that people are human. They're gonna make mistakes, they're gonna mess up, but what really matters is how they bounce back from that.
He was actually saying something about that exact same thing. How all these celebrities are put on this pedestal about how they have to be perfect. Personally, I don't agree with that.
I don't either.
And people, I was thinking about Britney Spears too, because she totally cracked under pressure. That's what everyone says, because she shaved her head, kind of lost a marble or two, and it's you can't expect these people to handle the fame the same way every time and say the right stuff all the time. We're all human. A lot of celebrities are more broken than normal people.
Kanye West, bro, he has a lot of mental health stuff. When he was running for president, he had that whole mental breakdown.
Yeah, bro, that was so bad.
Everyone was canceling for him, but men's mental health is a really big thing. You know what I'm saying? People don't take that seriously. My fault for swearing. To be strong, hold back all their feelings, and they can't show emotion. And I think that's why a lot of men today are so nonchalant and people hate that, but like they built that on us, you know what I'm saying?
Or they like put on that they put on that Andrew Tate mask. They try to be overly masculine, and it can come across as that's just who they are, but like it's just completely different. Like you never really know like how celebs are feeling because they just have to put on a mask every time they're in the public.
Yeah.
Fit the persona.
Do you guys agree with cancel culture? Do you think it could be good? Do you guys think it could be bad? Like, what's your guys' opinion?
I think overall, I feel like it's dumb, but like I feel like there's a lot of like reasonable things that like get canceled, like racism. I think that's
Obviously.
valid reason to get canceled or stuff like that. Going back to what we were saying before, like comedians, I feel like it's their job. You shouldn't be getting canceled over it. Like their job is to be funny, and if you can't handle that, you shouldn't be like listening to it.
I think it all just depends on circumstance. I think cancel culture is very extreme in some senses. They jump the gun. Well, cancel people over some ridiculous things.
I definitely think it could be a good or bad thing. It all just depends on like perspective and the type of situation that really went down. Thank you for tuning into the BBC podcast. I'm your host, CJ. Thank you for joining me, Benny and Jackson.
Yeah, no problem, man.
It was a great time.
All right, you guys have a good rest of your day. We'll see you next time, folks.